right, you guys, how you doing? It's our last week of school. I'm super excited. There's no spelling words this week. We're going to read our last chapter about genes. We're going to talk about DNA. But before we do all of that, I just want to tell you guys something because it's really important. And I care about you guys so much. And I'm so incredibly proud of you, not only as a teacher, but as a person and as an adult. Watching you guys and your families has been amazing these last couple weeks when we've been dealing with distance learning. Here's why. Not that long ago, people thought that students with disabilities or students who learn differently in the classroom couldn't learn. They thought that you shouldn't even give them an education. And that's not true. And we've learned that. And people with disabilities, people with autism, people with processing disorders, people with chromosome disorders can learn and do learn and are very important in our society. They need a voice and they need to be heard. And a lot of our students who don't have disabilities had this distance learning put in place and they didn't do any work. But you guys kept learning. You guys kept working. You guys and your families got on the internet and you figured it out and nothing stopped you. And that's because you know how to keep working even when it's hard. And that is so important. When you guys have goals, make sure you let someone know and work towards those goals, because if you've been able to handle this and keep learning, even if it's just a little bit, you guys can handle so much. Because there are people out there who want your voice to be heard because they know how important you are. You are very important. And I am very proud that I am your teacher. So I just wanted you to learn that, a little inspirational speech to get you through summer. We're going to have a fun summer school if you're signed up. If you're not, enjoy some sleeping in, driving around. I don't know what your family has planned, but enjoy it. I'm sad that I didn't get to finish everything I wanted to finish with you guys this year, but I am, like I said, I am so proud to see how you guys have thrived and kept trying and kept learning, even though it's not perfect, even though it's not as good as in a normal classroom. You didn't give up. And that's awesome. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. So we're just going to read our story. It's the last story about genes. It's going to talk about how we inherit some traits from our parents, some more, and about how sometimes genes are a little not perfect. So, and we'll go into more about that as we go along. So, here's our story. Chapter 4, it's in your genes. Okay. Genes are part of your body's DNA. Genes are inherited from your family. Genes are very small. You cannot see genes, but you can see the way genes make you special. This is through your traits and talents. So this page is basically informing you that that your genes are the building blocks for how your body looks and some of the traits that you inherit. You need to stop. So this is the chapter of our book, and the title, chapter 4, it's in your genes, all right? And we have Josh right here, we have Claire, we have his mom, and his dad, and then these, of course, are DNA strands. And remember, genes are the smaller sections of your DNA. It's all stuff we talked about before. So, genes are a part of your body's DNA. Genes are inherited from your family. Genes are very small. You cannot see your genes, but you can see the way genes make you special. This is through your traits and talents. We've talked about traits and talents. Traits are your physical characteristics, like blue eyes or brown eyes, brown hair, blonde hair, black hair, light skin, dark skin, different things like that. So those are some genes. Many people tell Josh, "You look just like your dad." It's in his gene. Josh has a round face like his dad. He has brown hair like his dad. So did his great-grandpa. Many people tell Claire she has her mother's eyes and smile. It's in her genes. Claire has blue eyes and a big smile. So does her mom. Some genes tell about your special talents. Claire likes to sing. She has a good singing voice. Claire's mother and grandmother have good singing voices, too. It's in their genes. So Claire inherited her talent for singing from her grandmother and mother. Josh can pitch ball very fast. He pitches for his baseball team. This is a talent Josh got from his genes. Josh's dad was a good pitcher too. So was his grandfather. It's in their genes. So Josh inherited the ability to pitch a baseball really well from his father. Ooh, here's what I was talking about where some genes aren't quite perfect. Some genes can be a problem. Some genes decide your health. Parents and grandparents can pass on genes that cause health problems. Some diseases can be inherited through genes. And that's actually happened to my kids a little bit. My kids that I gave birth to, some of them have inherited like skin conditions, like eczema and allergies. And we'll talk about that because Claire inherited some allergies. Claire has a strawberry allergy. She will get a rash if she eats strawberries. Her grandmother and aunt have the same strawberry allergy. They get a rash if they eat strawberries too. My daughter Mercy, if she gets bitten by red ants, she gets really allergic, big red sores, very sick. My niece, my brother's daughter, is the same way, and my brother has really bad peanut allergies. So allergies run in our family; they're inherited. But genes make you special. Genes make you different from everyone else. The way you look and the talents you have come from your genes. Genes come from your parents and family. So that's the chapter of our story. It's very short. And honestly, I hope you listen to it and I hope you still think about it. Some of the genes we get make us stronger. Some of the genes we get cause us some problems. Some of the genes can, or issues with our genes can cause health issues or differences in how we behave from other people. And that's okay. We're all different. And that's what makes us wonderful. A lot of the times people want to take things that are different and hide them. But I think that's silly. I think what we need to do is take things that are different and surround them with ourselves and just enjoy how unique and wonderful we are. If you're still watching this, I do want to talk to you just a tiny bit about all the sad stuff that is happening in our world today. And I just want to encourage you that no matter, I'm sure you guys have heard about the gentleman that was killed by a police officer. And it didn't seem like that was the right thing for the police officer to do. And I know there's a lot of scary talk and there's a lot of angry people. So the one thing I do want to say as a teacher and as my responsibility as a teacher is there are always good people and there are always people who can do better. And then there are some people who just choose to do the wrong thing. And that's sad. I am going to say that we need to be looking at people as individuals. We need to, if you see a police officer, I don't want you to be scared that that police officer is bad. I don't want you to be afraid of being out in the world. But I want you to be careful because right now there are people walking around who are hurt and angry. And when we're hurt and when we're angry, we can sometimes make decisions that aren't the best. And so if you see someone who looks hurt and angry, I would give them space. And I would go and definitely be closer to your parents and ask them what you think that you should do. There are no easy answers for the situations we're dealing with in the world right now. But what we can always do is we can always act correctly and we can always be brave and strong. And if we see someone doing something that is hurtful to another person, we say something and we let people know that that is not okay. even if that's happening to us or to someone else. So I will see you this week during our live sessions, and I think you guys are awesome, and I can't wait to see you during summer school, for those of you that I am. All right, thanks, bye.